Hello everyone, N7 Specters here, and we're currently on week 3 of the new season of the Splicer, and we'll be covering Armor Synth or Transmog'ing, and that was released with this new season of the Splicer. So for those who are new to Destiny or the season in general, welcome. Be covering all the details and hopefully be answering some of your questions that you might have with this new feature in Destiny that community has been asking for quite a long time. So let's cover how you start the process and what is the cycle that you go. So the way you get is you need first of all is get synth strands, and the way you get synth strands is through just playing the game. It doesn't matter, you don't have to be on a specific playlist or anything. You could just be running like public events or lost sectors. Just as you kill enemies, you get synth strands. Now, one caveat about this is that it is time gated. What do I mean by time gated? It means that every 2 minutes that there's a little passive timer on your character that will give you a synth strand. And so here I'll show you an example of me in a dungeon and starting the timer, and as you can see, I'm killing tons of enemies, but then it only gives me another one after the 2 minute mark. So take a look at this. So as you can see there, it took exactly 2 minutes before the next synth strand is taken. So if we do a quick little bit of math, so it takes one synth strand per 2 minutes. So let's say they're 60 minutes in an hour. And so if we do 60 divided by 2, that is 30 per hour. And now the thing is, that doesn't sound too bad, but when you come to 801, as you can see here, you need bounties to get to the next step. And so let's say we want to do the let's see, a dungeon bounty. Now the thing is, you need 150 synth strands to purchase a single bounty. So if we go back to our calculator, we have 150 synth strands we need, and we can only get 30 per hour. And so if we divide 150 divided by 30, that is a total of 5 hours worth of grinding or playing the game just to get a single bounty. And so take it as you will, but that's pretty much how much time you need if you're trying to transmog just a single piece of your equipment. So I've did the raid and dungeon bounties, and as you can see here, I've exhausted the bounties because I've reached a total amount of 10 per character. And again, it's not it is per class. So on my warlock and hunter, I have all 3 classes. I still have bounties I can get on them, but since I've been focusing on my titan for this particular video, I reached the maximum of 10 bounties. So that means I can transmog 10 pieces of armor on my titan alone. And so just keep a idea of that. So that's why it's all locked out right now. So I do have a few synth cords, which is the next part. Once you complete the bounty, you get 100 synth cords. And according to Bungie, you can only hold 500 of those. So 500, 5 bounties worth of synth cords. So a little bit of translation for that. One thing to note is that here I have, this is my rigid synth cord for my Titan. And I'm currently at, if you go to your inventory on your character and just press down, right here is the appearance and customization. There should be a little tutorial if for those who haven't done yet, it should walk you through. But if you go into your details, right here is showing the amount of synth cords you have per character. And so
loom was your creation as well as mine, Guardian.
Ada. All right, so currently have 15 for my Titan, which is the red one, and I can only hold a max of 15. So if you're concerned that like if you have 15 and you try to deposit, will it take you away? Let's find out. So I'm trying to deposit right here. Max synth 3 plates. And so now let's check our inventory. And no, it does not take you away. So if by mistake you forget that how you have 15 or so, if you try to deposit, it'll still be in your inventory. It doesn't take you away, so all your hard work does not go away. So that's one nice little backup feature that Bungie did think about, which is nice. So that is pretty much how the cycle works. And I went through, I would suggest now, what kind of bounties do you want to focus on? And I did a bit of Vanguard. I did not touch Gambit or Crucible. So again, this is coming from someone who focused on just more the Vanguard and the Raid one. For those who have done the Crucible and Gambit, I can't really say for that. But from what I've seen with the Raid, Dungeon, and Vanguard, there are a total of 5 different bounties that rotate. And it's a bit random. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the Raid and Dungeon bounties up on the screen now, and so you can take a look. And they're not that bad actually, especially if you have a clan or you just know the dungeons in general. It shouldn't take that long to actually get them. So I would suggest running the Raid and Dungeon bounties over the other ones. But again, I haven't tried either Gambit or Crucible, and so if you're more prone onto those, then it might be a little bit easier for you on that. But yeah, that's from what I've gathered, 5 dungeon bounties, and I'm going to assume again that it's going to be across the board. So 5 Vanguard, 5 dungeons, 5 Gambit, Crucible, all that. So that's pretty much your bounties. So while you can only have a max of 15 and all that. And once for each class, you have a 10 bounties you can turn in. So now let's go and see. I want to try something. I'm going to go into the store, and some of the major concerns when people were reading about
the loom was your creation as well as mine, Guardian.
Sorry, Ada.
Thank you for your aid.
About the, man, I can't think right now. About the transmoging is that there's as you saw here, there was armor synth that you can get. Or and we're going to see if we can actually purchase them, and
please watch your step.
See if we can get past that cap of 10. So I have currently 800 silver, so let's acquire this and let's see what we actually get. This is actually my first time buying. So we're going to go to my inventory now here, and we're going to open this up. Alright, synth 3 to unlock ornaments will allow you to spend synth 3 must be in the appearance customization. So let's take a look at our inventory now.
When the traveler acts, the world changes. For some, it gets better. For others, worse.
Okay, so that got added into here. All right. So it looks like we could possibly bypass that cap of Transmog'ing stuff. All right. So that does answer that question there. Or like you will have to pay silver, bypass that. All right. Well, that answers that question. I think I covered here. I'm going to talk to Ada so she doesn't talk over me. But yeah, that should be a pretty straightforward summary of how transmogging works. If you have any questions, feel free to post in the comments down below. But yeah, it's just pretty much a cycle of getting synth strands, grinding enough to get a bounty, and then you get rigid synth boards, and then you go and deposit them in the loom so you can get another item to upgrade one of your pieces to transmogging and all that. And the way that transmog works,
see you next time.
Let's see, we didn't actually show you, but it goes through collections. Whatever you play throughout the game and all that, you get added to your collections. And so then let's take a look at one that's got locked in place. So this one. So I'm going to hold on F to unlock.
Despite being surrounded by guardians,
and now it's in my inventory of options here, which is nice. So there you go. And now that took a 1 synth plate away, all that. But yeah, that's how we go about it. So hopefully this was helpful for you, and I'm sorry if I was not consistent on some parts, but yeah,
the loom was your creation as well as mine.
I did cover everything, and if you have any questions, post in the comments down below. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you in another video.